Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Craft to Go. My name is Jocelyn.
And I'm Mayella.
And we are your happy crafters for the day. Today's exciting. It is our 4th of July craft, Mayella. You want to show everybody what we're doing this?
Should I have 4th of July yet?
It is our 4th of July craft.
Never mind.
Can you show me what it looks like?
This.
That is lovely.
This.
Yep. Looking good. Gonna go ahead and put it right in. Oh, we're just diving right into it today. You're just ready to go. Of course she is, because Mayella loves to paint.
So first up, we have our lovely directions. These are not directions. These are instructions, but could be also called
directions. No, your words were right.
And oh, geez. I had something else I was going to say about the directions. Oh, yeah. We don't need to use these because we have her.
That's true.
So let's put these down.
We'll put them in between us just in case.
Next up.
All right. What else is in our craft bag today,
We have
Mayella?
a bit of fabric. This is going to be, these are going to be the colors of our flag.
Yep. And we have what colors there?
Red, white, and blue.
All right. Go ahead and set them aside and see what else we have in our bag.
We have a lovely little paintbrush.
Alrighty. Too cool. Pretending makeup today. She added powder right on air, I guess. And what is our last thing that we have in our bag?
Paper.
Paper.
This is what I wanted for Christmas this year. Yay.
Yes. And what is that?
Construction paper.
It's not construction paper. I understand why you would say it because it's thick like construction paper, but it's actually painting paper. And what do you notice on those sides of that painting paper, Mayella?
They're blank.
They're not blank, but it's maybe hard to see it. What's on one side?
A drawing.
There is. It is the trace lines. Let's go ahead and show.
Can I put this away?
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and show the camera real quick. It is. We have the trace lines right here on the one side. I know it's a little hard to see on camera. I think I got you right there. All right, and on the back side, or the blank side, there is something that the camera is not able to pick up, and it is the word top. Because we want to make sure our flag is the correct direction, we wrote in pencil in an area that will be cut out, we wrote the word top. That way we could go ahead and know for sure, because there's nothing worse at painting your flag and then it not be able to be on the right direction. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this back to you, Mayella. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and grab. We have our workstation was covered. And what is not included, Mayella?
A pair of scissors.
Scissors, that's right. And what else?
A covered workspace.
Yes.
Which we almost forgot.
We did. We had to improvise some today.
So this.
Yep. So we covered, which is not included in the package. And also cups with water.
Thank you.
No, that's not a movie
I
time.
was kind of thirsty.
It is to clean our paintbrushes on air. At home, you'll be able to go ahead and use the sink as you want to clean in between. So with that being said, are you ready to start crafting, Mayella?
Yeah.
Of course, her hands are already there trying to open the lid. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the blue today.
And actually, to be more specific, we are starting with painting.
Yes, we are. So the first part of the flag we are going to do is making sure that our white piece of paper has the word top on it right where we can see. We're going to go ahead and start with drawing or painting on the blue box. So for this, it should be about halfway for the width. And I don't know, I would say it's over a third, but not quite a half.
About at where the word top is, about. Could
on
be
my
a little
piece
past.
of paper. I can't always guarantee that the word top will be written in the same place.
Yeah.
But
For
it
me,
should be similar. So
Yeah.
about where the word top is, you're going to make a box. It doesn't have to be a total square.
Just closer it is, the better.
And once we've made our box, we're going to go ahead and
fill
just
it in.
fill it in. You're exactly right, Mayella.
This may take a few minutes.
It does take a couple of minutes, and it might take more than one coat depending on how blue you want your box. I found that the paint dried very quickly when I was using it and doing my sample. So hopefully you will find the same thing. So if you want to put more than one coat of paint on it, that you can go ahead and do that. All right, we're going to continue painting. Mayella, did you happen to notice what was on the back side of the directions today?
No, I didn't really.
It is the summer park movie list that we are going to be showing this year at the park.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Our next movie is coming up here in July. Oh, and I don't remember.
Twister?
Oh, I can.
It's Twister?
It is Twister.
I was
we are
reading.
showing the original version of Twister, and it is on Saturday, July 20th. The movie will take place somewhere near dusk, so unfortunately in July it's pretty late, so it'll probably be closer to 9:15, 9:30 start, but we have to wait until it's dark enough, and it will be the regular version of it, so it will go for however long that movie is. So if you're interested in something fun to do, come on out and join us. Mayella and I will be there at the movie.
Oh yeah, we will.
And
we're going to be at all of the movies.
Yes, we do. And so we hope to see you there. I'm about done with my blue box. How are you doing, Mayella?
I'm getting there.
Yep. Oh, I'm adding just a little bit. As I said, I'm layering the blue just a little bit because as you see, once it soaks into the paper a little bit.
Gets a little lighter of a color.
Yes. And you can add in the blue. I want to make sure I go to the end. Now remember, we're going to be cutting some of this out. So
it doesn't need to be completely perfect.
That's right, Mayella. But I definitely wanted it a stronger blue.
I don't need too strong of a blue color. I just don't want it to be like blue.
Right.
Not aqua, not like a light blue. I was
Okay.
gonna say aquamarine, and then I remembered the aquamarine isn't technically blue, it's green.
Oh, I see where you're going. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning my brush because it's very important that we clean our brush well. If you're at home, I might want to use this is washable paint. So if you want to go to the kitchen or go to the bathroom or wherever your adult tells you to go to clean that, you might want to even use a little bit of soap. Mayella, no one can see you as you're enjoying mixing.
This is cool.
I know. Always enjoy mixing those colors.
Did you put that like that? It's just how the water looks when you do it.
So I'm rubbing my paintbrush against the side, trying to make sure that I have it all cleaned off. And then I will use some paper towels on the side just because I'm having to clean it on air today. So we're going to just try and make sure we get all that blue off so it doesn't do our stripes. But definitely if you're at home, feel free to use your soap and water. I'm going to go put my blue lid on so I don't stick my finger in it later.
I'm guessing the next color is going to be red.
Red, that is correct. Red is our next color. We aren't going to paint the white stripes because the paper's already white. So we are just going to use the paper color as our white stripes today. So if you did not know, the American flag, the current one, has 13. You're right,
13.
Mayella.
Wait, can I?
Yep, go ahead.
It has 13 total stripes on it.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure which is in a remembrance to the original flag.
Okay.
That had, I think, also 13 stripes total.
But
I know for a fact it had 13 stars. Mm-hmm. We learned this in social studies.
Very cool.
And so they added, I think it had 13 stars too on that, not 13 stripes on that one too.
Okay. But do you know how many of them are yellow? Or not yellow, because none of them are yellow.
Yeah,
how many
all of them
are red? Do you remember?
6.
Close.
7.
It's 7.
I
Yep.
forgot how to count. Oh yeah, mine has the wrong number of stripes.
All right, so
One of them.
I do know if you're trying to make it more accurate, the top one and the bottom one are red. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my top one.
I know I did that, except I like made one of my stripes like too thick, so I couldn't add
And
a 7.
that, and if you end up choosing not to do the stripe numbers as slightly different, that is okay, because when we cut them out, you might not even have all 13 stripes in your cutout, depending on how you cut. So we'll get my first. And then I know another thing that will help you out. I also know that there is, for placement, if you go to the bottom of your blue box and you draw a stripe out from there, that is also where one is placed. I used
You know your social studies.
I looked it up
I know my
before
social
I painted
studies.
it
I know
the first time.
For the most part, I know my social studies.
Okay, so now that I have those two placed, I know again from my research that we have.
Wait, have you just started putting stripes on?
Yeah, I waited until we were ready, so you were a little in front of me, Mayla.
I noticed a little bit.
So this section in between the two I've already painted on should have 2 more red stripes.
I just went free-handed and got them all in.
And mind you, we do our best. And if we want to take a little bit of a creativity, then I understand as well. All right. Now, once I have that, the bottom section is broken into just 3 stripes.
Which should be easy enough to do.
Ooh. Now, do notice my stripes are not 100% like perfectly
Amazing.
spaced. Oh, thanks. They're not amazing.
They are amazing,
Oh.
but like they're not amazingly like they're not perfect lines.
No, not today. So
We tried.
that's right. I decided it was better for us to try and freehand it a little bit than for me to sit there and draw the whole thing out.
Yeah, that would just be
That's
a
right.
wee bit annoying to do.
It's harder to try and paint between the lines, and then you would have had the lines there, and I didn't want us to all have lines on our nice finished product. So, oh my goodness, bless you, Mayella.
Thank you. I have a little bit of a sneeze currently.
All right. Now again, if you want the colors darker, feel free
To go in with multiple layers.
let it dry and go ahead and
Finishing up.
do some more coats than we are doing.
What's after we do red?
Well, hopefully by then our blue box will be dry.
Yeah, I don't think mine's gonna be dry.
And if they're not, we're just going to have to do the best we are today. At home, when you're doing this, I would definitely wait for it to dry thoroughly before we went ahead and did the next color. So
I'm going to.
are you going to, why don't you hold up for just a second for me?
I'm going to kind of like use the red that's already on here.
Okay, you're
and
just gonna
kind
spread it out a
spread
little.
it and smooth it a wee bit.
All right, I'm going to start my last stripe here. And we are both almost done with this area.
Okay, I think, and I am done.
Wow. For those of you who've seen many of our videos, you'll know that Mayella normally is not done first. So this is like a different situation from normal. But she's already cleaning her brush off, which is awesome.
Look at the color of this.
What color is it now?
Purple. It's a beautiful shade of purple.
Because we added
red
paint into our blue paint, which then makes
purple.
Purple. Very good. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm content with how my stripes look.
Isn't this such a pretty color?
Oh, it's lovely, Mela.
So pretty. Almost matches the color of my shirt.
Does it?
Yeah. There's like a little more red and white in it. And a
Okay.
little white in it. That would be
Ooh,
perfect.
we're going to mix mine now. Working on getting my paintbrush clean. And my water is now turning
Violet.
a lovely purple color as well. Now, technique for stars, which is what we're going to do next, is whatever you want. If you want to splatter, if you want to draw
This is just the
stars,
good luck part.
this is totally freehand. Do whatever makes you happy as you are going.
Yeah, this bit I'm gonna struggle a little bit with.
You know, and I will show you the method I used on my flags, and if you'd like to use it, you can, and if you have a different idea, feel free to use it. You know, that white paint came out, or excuse me, the red paint came out of my brush so much easier. All right, so Mayella is just trying to do her best. I think she's using a similar method to what I do. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dip it in and just get the tip of my paintbrush with paint.
Boop.
Let me hold it over my blue so you can kind of see it. So then I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do 16 stars. Now, is that the whole 50 that the flag has? Yes, but
yes, it is the entire 50. 16 is equal to 50 for all the people who didn't know.
Oh, man. Right, Mela needs to go back to math lesson, I guess, today.
Mom, you're the one who said 16
is not
equal to 50.
Did I say it equal? It's not equal. I said not.
You said.
Did I say not? I don't
You
remember.
said 16 is
Okay.
all 50.
So I'm going to take my dip of white paint,
Lord.
and I like to think it almost is drawing a person. So I'm going to go a little way from the top edge, and I'm going to do one bloop on it there, and it's kind of like the head.
It doesn't
And then I
need to
do
be
legs.
Perfect. The good news is it doesn't
And then I
need to
do
be-
arms,
It doesn't need to be perfect, so.
and that is my star. Because unfortunately,
These are hard.
that is the best I can do.
I think
I'm going to do some space. I'm sorry, Mayla, go ahead.
I may only be able to make 12.
That's okay.
Yeah,
And
I
we're
think
doing
12,
our best here.
12 is the best I can get this time. Well, I tried.
And that's okay. I think I just put my arm in my red paint, Mayla. I'm going to be decorated like you. Mayla, if there is a way to get paint on her, she does. She likes having art come alive to her and use all her senses. So she touches. All right, and I'm just blooping my legs and my arms. And I decided that kind of looks like a star. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I did my demo, I ended up putting 2 coats
Of white
white on the stars.
Which that's respectable. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
just because
White is really thin.
it does
normally.
thin. Even when I'm using dots of it, it
Look at
does.
this. I made my shirt color.
Did
At
you?
least close to it. It's a
Yeah.
little too dark, I'd say, but like, I'm proud. Look at this. Like,
That is pretty impressive.
pretty good. It just
That
needs
it-
a little more white, I think, if anything. Oh,
All right.
why is this still so pretty?
I don't know. It's because you made it. As we finish up with our stars. And some of mine are prettier than others, but that's okay. Getting a little heavy-handed on my dabbing up and down. And once we are done with this, we're going to set it aside and let it dry. Almost there. I got one more star.
I'm mixing the water because I'm waiting.
Yep. Keeping your hands busy. All right. I got my stars done. I'm going to put my paintbrush away. And again, I would let this set and dry.
Pretty. So
We're going
pretty
to go
of a
ahead.
color.
Oh, that's definitely a pretty purple, Mayla.
It's a pretty purple.
All right, Mayla and I are going to go ahead and set these aside, and we're going to pull out ones we painted earlier. Let me just keep adjusting my workspace.
And by earlier, she means a few days beforehand.
Yes. Not that it needed to dry. So this is our finished flag that we did earlier.
Oh.
Do you want to show? Okay. Now, we are going to go ahead and we're going to flip it over and we're going to use those trace lines again. So if you are looking through the camera again, they're harder to see. Let me angle it. You'll see that there's a handprint already drawn there.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is that one backwards?
It is not.
Is it upside down? Because no, it looks like it is. Or
Because we want the heart upside down. We want the heart the right direction.
oh.
I know, let me tell you. I get it.
I thought you once made one. It was upside down.
Oh, yes,
you
you're
did.
right. When I did it, I looked over, and that's why when we decided to write top on the top of it.
Yeah.
Because I did originally paint on the wrong direction, so I wanted to make sure no one else made that same mistake. You're right, Mayla.
You're wrong.
All right, we're going to get out our scissors, and we're going to go ahead and take our time as we cut out our shapes.
This may take me a little while
This
because I am
is-
awful at cutting.
We go ahead and we take our time.
Do you want trade scissors?
No. These ones are trickier to use, Mayla.
Mom, these look like hedge clippers.
I can go get the little ones that you like so much.
Can I try using them at least?
No.
Nope. Jeez.
We are gonna
It's better at using the little ones than the hedge clippers.
Well, if you decide you want the little ones, I do have them in my little supply bag that I carry with me.
They'd probably work better than these hedge clippers. That's the nickname these guys get.
All right.
Hedge clippers.
So I just got my first little piece done. Oh, I guess I didn't cut it all the way through. All right, and we're gonna just continue. It does get tricky to do it around the fingers. All we can do is the best we can. If you get tired of the pieces dangling off, just cut them off so you don't have to feel them.
But wait, I don't like this piece here though.
Which piece? Oh, don't cut the finger off. You're being silly now.
But it's true.
Oh, yeah. Definitely moving and bending that paper around and cutting gently as I'm going in between those fingers. How's it going, Mayla?
I don't know. Look for yourself.
You're doing a good job.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. The fingers are definitely tricky.
And I've been doing pretty good on the fingers.
Yeah, I am definitely cutting my scraps off so I do not have extra pieces bumping into my hands as I am going. And almost got one hand done. Okay.
I I got one big section about to be done.
Do ya?
Yep.
All right.
Here it is.
Oh, that is a big section, Mela. Because every once in a while, the fingers definitely get in your way.
Yeah, the hedge clippers though are a little harder to use.
Are they? Ooh, I made a nick.
They're bigger, but than the little small scissors we have.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the way the blade is. It's like a pair of scissors,
Keep cutting.
and then
as
the
you tell me.
blade's to the side. It's really weird. In a way, and for some reason, I'm thinking of hedge clippers when I see them.
I know you've said that a couple of times. All right, I cut this a little weird, so I'm going to go back and round it just a little bit. All right. Oh,
So how's your thing
almost.
going?
I'm almost to. I have 2 more fingers to cut around.
I have one more, kind of.
And then I got to
one
get
or
the heart
two.
out. And the heart part is tricky. I'm not
Yeah,
going
I
to lie.
haven't done the heart yet either.
All right. If you get there before me, you might want to
Wait.
hold up for a second as I catch up to you.
Oh, actually, I think it'd be the other way around.
You're going to finish before me?
No. It's me. Okay.
All right. Almost there. Okay.
Same on my thing.
Are ya?
Yep.
Good. All right. I have all the other pieces. I'm going to set them aside here. I'm down to the last tricky part. How about you? Oh.
It's just the
Yep,
process.
that's how you do it, girl. Just cut those pieces out as you need. I have one more piece to cut out, which is the heart. And the heart can be tricky. And some people will say to fold it. I wanted to make sure it came out okay. That's why I did the trace lines for everybody. But I am going to slightly bend it now, Mayla. Nope, eyes. Okay? So I'm going to kind of bend it because I need to make a hole here in this area. So I'm going to make one. Sorry, my scissors are not the best. Okay, and then I'm going to make it a little bigger by making a couple of snips.
That should be good.
All right.
Mine is perfect.
Yep, and once you open the area some, it is easier to cut. Now be careful or you'll rip your fingers that are holding the heart together. So at some point you might have to, like right here, I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece right out because it's making it so I cannot hold it correctly. So I'm going to slowly work my way around this heart, trying to not rip any of it as I go. And it does get a little tricky as we're cutting.
Actually,
Okay,
if I'm
got
going to be
another
honest, I think
piece
I'm doing
off.
pretty good.
I think you're doing
Yeah,
very good.
I personally think it's probably best to go with little shapes in it.
And that's kind
just
of
to
what
get
I've
them
been-
cut.
Yep.
And then go from there,
Yep.
and cut the area around it.
I totally agree.
Just to get a little piece of it out.
And as you open up, it does get easier to cut.
Either way, though, this part's going to be tricky.
This is the tricky part. As I say, and you can always bend it. It's just I didn't want to fold in mine, and that's why I chose to do it this way.
Oh, geez.
But it does get tricky trying to hold it. Kind of angle my scissors, and sometimes that helps too. Doesn't put as much pressure. Mayla, remember, I've already cut this once, so this was a little easier. And now I'm going to go back.
Now, how close are you to finishing?
I'm about to finish.
Mom.
Are you really? Good
Look.
job. All right, I think. Oop,
My arm hurts.
need to make a little
Ah,
from holding it.
this is, yeah.
All right. I got it.
Wait a second. Are we finished?
We are almost finished.
This feels so wrong.
Didn't it feel? So are we ready to reveal what they look like?
Oh, dropped it.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And that is what our craft is. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoy this craft that we are doing this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week for our next exciting craft.
What is the
Craft.
next craft?
That is a good question, Mayla.
You don't know?
I forgot to look today before we came here.
Oh, my Lord.
You know what? Uh-oh, I think I have it. Let me find my cheat sheet. I have it right here.
You have a cheat sheet.
I have the schedule. I
The
do.
cheat sheet.
It is string heart next week.
String heart?
Yep, we're going to be pounding nails.
String art.
It is.
Not
You're right.
string
It is.
heart. You gotta
We
make
did
sure
the
we
heart
have the
today.
right language.
You're right. What would I do without you?
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I am
So
very good with grammar.
we hope you enjoy our craft here again this week. We better make those a couple announcements only. Next week, with it being a holiday week, our craft is available this week on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, July 3rd, these crafts will be available to be picked up over at the Community Center at BB Street Park. Our hours that day are from 8:30 to 4:30. So swing by and pick up your craft, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you all again, and we hope you all have a great holiday. Have a good day, everybody.
You forgot something.
What did I forget?
And from Jocelyn and Mayla, have a good day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.